Succie friends! I got this pretty Echeveria neon breaker hybrid at Rouse more than a year ago. Since then, it is growing on its pot. And as you see, it produced a bunch of bouquets of babies and I've moved it on the ground. But unfortunately, one day I found out that it was pulled out of the soil. So please come and join me to transplant all of these babies and find out how many I got. Let's get dirty! These are all the babies from the mom, and I'm finding a spot where I can start. I'll just use my long fingernail to easily reach the stem and get as much roots as I can. The soil I got is a fresh soil, but I used it as a propagation before. As you can see, it still have some remaining leaves in there. But it's okay because I can either transfer them to a larger pot if they start to produce more roots, or it can be a natural arrangement someday. I hope so. I will show you how I separate each babies. As long as you already started, the rest will be easier. As you can see here, these baby Echeverias already have roots with them. So this one have a really nice root since it is at the edge or bottom part of the Echeveria stem. And I think they will fit 2-inch pot and 3-inch pot. That is how big they are. And this Echeverias, most of them have roots already. As you see, there are some roots in there. So be careful when you're taking it out. Make sure that most roots are still attached to the babies, so it would be easier. But anyways, I think this kind of Echeveria is really tough. And while we are waiting until I'm done with this, let's talk about Echeveria. Echeveria is a rosette-forming succulents. It is also have an unusual leaf texture unlike other Echeverias. It can do well in ground as well as in the container, since I am growing it for more than a year. And you see that it still throw out a bunch of babies before I transfer it on the ground. My Echeveria, it is most of the time it's on the shade. It only receives morning sun for about 4 to 5 hours a day. It is mostly on the shade. By watering your succulents or your Echeveria, don't let the water sets in its rosettes because it can cause rot and fungal diseases that will kill your plant. You can do bottom watering. I usually do it for 20 minutes, soaking them in 20 minutes, and don't forget to let it sit there for a long time. So while I am doing it, I also sit with them and also let the roots dry out first before watering. So maybe I water my Echeveria for about a week, every week, and make sure to remove all the dead leaves from the bottom to avoid pests and mealybugs. So usually when I started pulling out dead leaves, I saw those mealybugs at the bottom of my succulents. Echeveria is very prone to mealybugs as well, so be extra careful with that. Which is really good with Echeveria is it's very easy to propagate. You can propagate it through babies like this, stem cuttings, seed sowing, and leaf propagation. I already tried the leaf propagation. You will just need to place it on the top of the soil for a few days and mist them. And after a week or so, you will easily see some roots growing. And when you see that it's already growing, you can start the deep watering. So it will can grow nicer roots. So that is about all the escheverias. So right now I am just cleaning them and giving them a little drink. Let them drink because I don't know how long they are pulled out from the soil. And keep them on the shade temporarily until the roots are settled and until they already gave up new roots. And there you go. So I got 15 babies, yay, in this pot. And not only that, I also have 4 babies still attached on the stem. So I hope guys that you like my videos. Thank you for watching and please don't forget to like and subscribe.